And welcome back, everyone. We are continuing on with our journey on the Isle of Dorn. When last we left, we had just finished our very first delve, and we have continued that section, or we rather finished that section of the main storyline, and we are going to start immediately, beginning with the next section of the storyline here. The main storyline, anyway. We will get to the side quest areas soon enough. And you know what? While we're here, since it just so happens there are a couple of quest givers in the area, we're going to go ahead and pick these guys up and see what they say. Okay, this guy on the side is somebody by the name of Jermira, which looks to be a female with a beard.
You intend to idle all day?
Yes, it is. All right. And she says, Outlander, your aid is requested. The Earthen here have said you would be of help. Our fellow Earthen at the Opal Crag have not reported their quota for the past day. There must be something causing a disruption. Would you pay Foreman Alvagar a visit? No, the objective, go to the Opal Crag and speak with Alvagar. That sounds like it's a possible... Sounds like a possible side quest area kind of thing. Yeah, that's up in that area over there. Alright, so we'll pick up the other... We'll go ahead and pick up the other ones. Oh, alright. Try that again. Okay, there's one right here. Hreka. Alright, what does Hreka have for us?
What path brought you here?
Quest is Prairie Fever, and she says, I was supposed to see Croden earlier, but I'm as petrified as unliving stone. The attack on the village was paralyzing, so needs to go help somebody, but she's scared to do so. Got it. She takes a deep breath and focuses on the shape of another jar. She says, could you do me a favor and deliver those jars to Kodun? He's a stone's throw away. A stone's throw away. How did I know that joke was going to be tossed in somewhere? He's a stone's throw away in the village pottery shop. Oh, okay, so he's here in the village. All right, that's something we can do right here then. Okay, and the objective, examine and deliver the pottery jars. Okay.
Your choices return you here.
All right, it's these little guys right here. Let's check them out. All right, medium-sized jar, pick it up. And a heavier bowl, pick that up, and I'm going to bet this is the light bowl. A tall clay vase, symmetrical, centered by vein, hallmark of earthen. So, okay, so picked up those little guys. We'll deliver the pottery in just a moment, but first... Oh, hello there! A grazing musswool. Out of curiosity, let's see if this guy gives us any... gives us anything. No? Okay. Okay, how do I get it? Okay. Alright, they're probably inside. And while I'm here in the area...
Our forged paths intertwine.
Oh, I never finished this quest from last time. Okay, I gotta remember to do this. Alright, the farmer's situation.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
A pearl would be for... Alright, we're bribing him with pearls. Of course, alright. We gotta get the weapons crates in the area, too. No? Okay. Is the quest giver down here, maybe? No. Well, that's kind of odd. Alright. Alright, where's our gray quest giver? Maybe the entrance is over on this side somewhere. Run over the sheep, they said, Alright, so I'm directly on top of where it is right now. Now we just gotta find the entrance to this area. Is okay, approach from... Yeah, there we are. There you are. Okay. This looks like a nice little home right here. Yunan, assistant researcher. Freysworn Crouton. The guy's name is Crouton, eh? Alright. Somebody was writing this while they were having lunch and they had a Caesar salad, apparently.
Ah, a new experience.
Ah, yes. Keep true, Night Elf. We of the World Guard. Oh, I'm sorry, the World Guard. God, that's good. Every single time I see that word, I'm telling you all right now, I'm going to say World Guard, just because that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to get that wrong numerous times, I know it. Alright, we of the World Guard uphold an ancient promise to Freya to tend to these lands. I like the Freya character. Well, I hope we see her in this expansion at one point. Our edict is older than those wielded by the demagogues of Dornegal. Older than Dornegal itself. However, not all lands have been tended equally. The leader of our order was to care for the basin nearby, but we've not yet heard from them in many cycles. I have sent a novice to investigate. Oh, come on. You sent a novice? Silly fool. Now I'm going to have to go rescue him, right? Yep, aid them, and my order will be your favor. Meet Igris at the Bosroot Basin on the Isle of Dorne. Alright, so that's probably another section that's else. Just out of curiosity, I want to look around this room here a little bit. This is a nicely made room. Oh, we got a puppy. Hello, Ginger. I always make it a point to pet the puppies, because you never know. There could be an achievement for that we don't know of down the road. Oh, look at that. We got equipment on the side here. I love a little attention to details like this. You know, it's when it's homes of characters or NPCs, you can see things like the lights hanging from the ceiling, the shelves up in the corners. The fireplace. The fireplace looks really nice. I like the way they did that. Very nice, guys. Well done. Alright, let's go ahead and leave here. And was that the last... oh, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and fly over to this random guy that's at the crossroads here. Or this random lady. Natalia Pierce. Who's missing an eye, the poor thing. Alright.
You need something?
And she says, the quest is for the love of gems. She says, before Dalaran crashed, I was a preeminent expert on gems, but I lost it all. Gems, books, scrolls, like everyone else. Imagine my surprise when I learned of a creature named Basilteus that possesses knowledge of gems stretching back before the Sundering. I want that knowledge. I will do anything for it. But the rock-skinned yokels here won't tell me any more about Basilteus. Basalchus. Okay, because salt is in the word. Alright. And rock salt is another little reference there. So I'm sure salt is what needs to be pronounced in that word. Any more about Basalchus? Can you get the Earthen to talk and get information on Basalt?
See you later.
Oh, God, that's crying out loud. That's another one I'm going to constantly get wrong. Basalchus. I just need to say it a few times and commit it to muscle memory in my mouth. All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and speak with one of these guys here. Oh yes, we're handing over the pottery to this guy. And he looks over the pottery carefully. He says, I grow worried. Something happened recently, but there's nothing we can do about it. Alright. And he gives two quests. Sorry, the first one is Monsters in the Dark. He says, the local quarry was an active source of clay and ore for us until the Thungarians took over some time ago. And I'm sure those are our mushroom head people. We were worried about the Thungarians encroaching upon the village, but there's something more. Multiple sightings of a creature much larger than our native wildlife have been reported at night, combined with villager Motina's disappearance. I fear that this is no coincidence. She visited the quarry recently and hasn't returned. Well, that's not good news. Might be dead. Alright, we would be in your debt if you would search the tunnels. Alright, so we have to go into the tunnels and probably slay this little guy. Yes, slay the Ashen Stone Stalker. And this looks like, this looks like one of the guys in Zaralok Caverns from the previous expansion. Oh man, lazy, just reskinning an old enemy from the expansion you guys literally just did. All right, and the second one is buried but not forgotten. And he says, several suns ago, my friend Modena ventured into the quarry. Okay, so this is part of the same thing. She wanted to find some rare ore for Hreka, to help her craftsmanship. Modena was excited, I remember, a rare feeling for earthen. She hasn't returned. The Fungarians prevent us from searching the area. It would mean a great deal to us if you could look for her. I don't know it was possible to spend so much of the day thinking about what ifs. So find Modena and her belongings in the gem time. Well, hopefully when we go into these caverns, we will hopefully find Modena alive. Fingers crossed. Alright, we'll speed. Oh, and there's one of our weapon crates. I hadn't gotten that flight path yet. Alright, good thing I got that. Alright. And, okay, this is another one of these guys. This is the one we had to talk to about Balsalcius. And this villager says another outsider came asking about this, asking the same question. Curious. You are probably the one that was at the crossroads that we met, I'm guessing. You are not here on their behalf, are you? Yes, indeed. I told her that she is treading into thick mud trying to find Balsalcius. I value both of your continued functioning too much to tell you of how to find him. You can ask Kuron, but he will tell you much the same. Perhaps he will persuade you against seeking him if I cannot. Alright, so they really don't want us to find this guy. Alright. And this is... Oh, and sure enough, there's Kuron. Alright. And I will ask him to find it. He says, this is the second time someone has asked me about Balsalcius today. What would someone want with that creature? I will tell you what I told her when she asked me for information. No! Don't look at me like that. All right, I will tell you where it is, but that's all. You need to know how to summon it to see it. There's a cave southwest of here. It is there. No more questions. Besides, I don't think anyone else knows of it but perhaps Malak. Okay, so that's Malak. And we know where Balsalcius is, so we have a location now at least. And we Stones of the World. What is this little guy right here? This is probably something that's part of an achievement. Stones of the World, Part 1. Alright, let's go ahead and read through these. The stone tablet has been eroded by time and weather alike. Many of the words appear to be missing. Alright, so those of you listening on audio, I will stay blank. I will say blank whenever it's words that are missing, so you have a feeling of what I'm reading here. All right. In early days, as stone blank, new blank, ancient earth blank, toiled beneath a blank of rumbling skies, as deep blank of fire boiled. Across blank hills, up mountain peaks, the keeper's blank was heard. To survey blank for future holds blank, arid earth now stirred. From stone blank soil rose shoots of life blank, crags and blank, ravines above blank, trees strode verdant feet, a wanderer of green. Alright, so across hills, up mountain peaks, the keeper's something was heard. I'm guessing maybe keeper's voice was heard. To survey for future holds, the earth has stirred. So this is a riddle for something. It's a riddle for something that we need to find. It's probably a hidden rare item. This is probably something along the lines of the giant toad in the Waking Shores. That's just kind of a quick little flight away from Deldraken. where we had to find the items to give to the toad to move it out of the way. Oh, and I passed something up here. Oh, I've got to speak with somebody. Okay.
Please
This is
proceed.
Garak. Oh, and that's another one
To work.
talking to the farmers. Pearls! How could that... Well, actually, yes, that might work well. These guys are easily persuaded. And, there we go. There's our final weapons crates. And we have one more person to talk to down here for one of the other quests. This is our last person for looking for Baselchus, I believe. Yes, it is. All right. And this guy, this is Maluk, and he says, are all outsiders so persistent? You are the second to interrupt my tasks. I should not tell you anything, but if it'll keep you out of my beard wires. Well, I heard Baselchus can be lured by violating the elemental balance around its den. There are 4 standing stones that act as seals. I will say no more on that. But may your path never lead where it treads. Turn back and do not execute your endeavor to find it. Okay, so when we find Baselchus, it's being shielded by something. Probably, it reminds me of one of those digs in Zarloth Cavern. Looks like they're repeating that quest. Come on, guys. Lazy. Repeating. Alright, so that's all the quests directly in this area. Alright, to the southwest of us is the Stone Stalker quests, and another extra one right there. We'll get to those folks in just a minute. But we will continue with our main quest for now.
Greetings, Outlander.
Sorry guys, got a little sidetracked in there. Okay, so Adelgon, who we met last time, has a new quest called Unnatural Enemy, and she says, we stabilized most of the injured, but many of the earthen you saved need more help. Nerubians often fight with corrosive poisons that eat away even our stone bodies. Oh, so that's how they're easily beaten. For any of you that were questioning how bugs could topple stone people, they've got special poison that allows them to do it. Alright. Fungarian flesh has long been used by our healers for its medicinal powers. The Fungarian takeover of the quarry is one unexpected boon to our situation. One we will adapt to. Adelgon looks grimly proud. One we will adapt to, as the Unbound always do. But I can't leave Ebena's side. Will you help me? And quest objective: collect 10 Fungarian chunks. Alright.
Forge your own.
Alright, well, those will be drops from the mushroom people, I'm assuming. And Baelgrim, still here hanging around. He's got a quest for us as well in the main quest line. Building blocks. The quarry is overrun with Fungarians. All of the mining tunnels are collapsed, and we do not have time to clear them out and rebuild. However, I did spy a good amount of ore on the ground on the way here. It would be a start at repairing the coreway, but Baelgrim sighs and grimly looks at the injured, unbound earthen. I am needed here, with Adelgon's people, my people. Will you gather the ore in my stead? And the quest objective: collect ore. Collect 20 glittering ore.
Edicts. Outlander, you gather the ore. Adelgon, how can I help?
That's the first time you've asked that question. But you can start by helping the injured.
Okay, so those of you that are following along in the story thus far, I have a feeling these two were probably a couple at one point in time. And something happened and they split up. And that's what's going on there. That's my guess. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit on that. Let's see. Alright, so alright, and our main quest line is in the same area as our sub-quest line over here, looking for the for Modena and the Stone something. So the Stone Stalker, yes. All right, so we'll go ahead and knock all that stuff out as part of this video. Alright. Ah, darn it. We got a direct theory in the area. Alright, so we have an ore to pick up. Decomposing Fungarian. Alright, big chunks that we have here. This is the problem with starting new areas when things just get started. Oh, King Mushroom. Oh, it's a rare! It's a rare! Fantastic! The King Mushroom. The Rustful Titan Cap. Alright. I should be able to take this guy out fairly easily, I think. Yeah, easy as pie. And nice! Wrist guards of the tin cap. That's a wrist. And already have stronger wrists, but okay. So team mount piece, but nothing that's added to my guy. Okay. Probably will show up on another tune somewhere, I'm guessing. Ah, there we go. There's some chunks. There's some chunks for us right there. Alright. I do love the animation on the warriors, on their attacks. They look fantastic. Okay, just out of curiosity, before I go into the cave there, let me pick up this quest that's over here, just in case this person wants to send me into the cave as well. Oh, it's just a sheet of paper, alright. Discarded botanist notes. And the notes say, abandoned in the dim candlelight chamber, the parchment, wrinkled and worn, bears the traces of hastily scribbled research notes, and it says log entry 235-18-7, date fabrication quarter cycle, observation, Fungarians exhibit accelerated growth and increased territorial aggression. Spore dispersal seems to have quadrupled compared to previous recorded rates. And the quest objective is collect the remnant research notes and return them to their owner in Freywold Village. Alright, so there's notes that are scattered around the area that we have to find. Unless they're already here. Oh, no, they aren't. Well, they look like they could be here, inside the thing. Yeah, there's one right here. Discarded research note. And we'll read the notes, too. Why not? Okay, this note says, observation, mycelium expansion noted at an alarming rate, infiltrating neighboring vegetation. Fungarians display a heightened response to environmental stimuli, showcasing a potential shift in their ecological behavior. Alright, so their surrounding environment determines how they act. Gotcha. Alright, and these notes say log entry 65212 says, notation, Fungarians demonstrate aggressive mycorrhiza in interactions, outcompeting nearby fungal species. The accelerated growth raises concerns about potential ecological imbalances in the affected area. Okay, so because they're fighting each other, it's going to cause damage to the surrounding areas. Makes sense to me. Oh, hello! Snuck in on me there. I didn't know one of you were hiding up here. Oh, because he was the log holder. Alright. And the entry that this creature was holding says, observation, Fungarians now spreading beyond the initial study site. Aggressive mycelial intrusion observed in unexpected habitats. Urgent investigation needed to assess the broader ecological impact of this newfound behavior. Evacuation is recommended and research activities are temporarily halted for the safety of all involved. Signed Yunin, the assistant researcher. Ah, we met him earlier. Okay. I do remember running into that guy. Okay. Oh, nope, that's not the way out. One more floor down. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of that guy. And... Alright, so collecting the ore was easy peasy. Oh, we can mine these little guys. Alright. Oh, hello. How dare you bother me when I'm mining? Alright, just some random stuff there. Alright. And there's some herbs. Okay, when I come back on my herbalist character, I'll have to remember to go ahead and do that as well. And we're gonna go. Oh, hold on a second. Getting attacked by these little guys. Just because I want to knock these guys out, and I want to kill some more mushrooms. All right. And now we go into the mine. Oh, hold on a second. Before we go into the mine, there's something to mine up here. We got a bismuth main. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Well, we can. Oh, you know what? Before I forget. What? Oh, darn it. Little bastard. Alright. Okay. Okay. One of Modina's belongings. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to give I always forget to do the buffs. Alright, and we'll add our food buff here. Some of my leftover food from Dragonflight for this particular tune. The Sea Moth Surprised. I liked some of the cooking recipes. I did not like the way that we had to get some of the recipes. You either had to randomly fish them up out of a rare spot, or there were numerous steps that were needed in order to get just one specific thing, and it just seemed like a whole lot of extra work that I didn't feel like doing. So I never did get some of the recipes for Dragonflight cooking. That's the creature. And a little bit of mining to do right here. Oh, that's a seam. Always like it when I find seams. It does seem kind of weird that just random little creatures like that. Oh, that's Modina. And Modina looks dead. That's not good. Yep, Modina is dead. Chunks of stone are missing from the earthen body, and the remains are streaked with mud. Tiny pale mushrooms sprout densely all over the corpse. Larger bulbous growth protrudes from the earthen's mouth and ears. A broken memory gem sits crushed within the body. This must be Modina. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, let's go ahead and leave the cavern. Alright, we got our memory gem fragments. We'll go ahead and help this guy out here too. Always pay it forward, folks. Whenever you see folks getting attacked by enemies, always make it a point to help them out, even if you don't need to. Plus, it gets us extra stuff. And every little bit helps. All the things I have vendored over the years. Loot everything you can, sell everything you can. Although I do tend to be a bit of a pack rat. I've got quite a few things that are left over from numerous expansions. Oh man. Hell, I've got some old quest items from Vanilla WoW. That are still in my bags. Alright, let's go ahead and fly back to the village. Oh, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and get one more thing to mine over here. Alright. Oh, what was that? Combined 5 of these to forge an unblemished null stone. Alright. Now we got a little bit of beef and worm flanks. That's stuff that will be changed into cooking ingredients for later. I love the fact that we can do dragon riding on some of these other mounts. Now that is a nice little touch. I would have been very disappointed if we were stuck with only having to do the standard mounts that were from Dragonflight. Yeah. All right. Well, let's knock out the sub quest. Oh, check. That's a great looking. That's a good looking Dragther right there. Very nice. All right. Turning it to Kodoon. All right. Buried but not forgotten. You've returned. Did you find Modena? What is that you're carrying? I'm carrying her memory gem. Sorry, dude. All right. And the other thing he says is, all right, for a stone stalker here. Their habitat resides far beneath the Isle's surface. All the recent change must be disturbing them. Regardless, thank you for slaying it. They are highly territorial and kill for sport. As for the tunnels, the area sounds beyond recovery. We'll have to let nature reclaim it. Alright. And he also says Medina's notes. Hareka comes in and wants to know about Modena. Hareka looks through the things that you retrieved one by one, so you risk your life to find our friend. Modena is gone then. Her notes are about the rare ore from the cave, melted down. It becomes a beautiful glaze for pottery. What can I do? I'm no fighter. I can't avenge her. Besides, her body has already been reclaimed by the earth. That much is certain by the state of her memory gem fragment. What can I do now but make a pot? Will you help me? Make a piece of pottery for Hareka. For Hreka.
May all paths be open to you.
Alright, this is going to be the piece of pottery that is made in memory of our fallen friend. There's the ore. While I smelt this, will you try molding the ball of clay on the table? Alright, let's go ahead and mold the ball. As the ore has melted into a glaze, I will now apply it. Keep doing what you're doing. So she's pouring the glaze while I'm molding it like pottery. And we pick up the pots. And the pot is now placed in the forge. And we go back to Hreka. She says, Almost done. It still needs a bit of time in the fire to set. And one of the items that we get here is Rekka's pot making kit. Use, mold, and show off some pottery. So it's just a fun little side item.
Follow no directives
Alright.
of your own.
Alright, achievement progress, hope, and anomaly. So these are Sojourner of the Isle of Dorn. Alright, so these are all the optional side quests that we'll all be doing. Yes, friends, we will be doing all of them. Whether you like it or not. Alright, let's go ahead and let's put you down to the side here. And is there a... there's nothing we can sell just yet. Hold on. Alright, and now let's turn in a couple of these other side quests. Oh, come on. Ah, trees in the way! Trees in the way! There we go. Alright.
How are you?
You got them to talk to you. Amazing. It's more information than I thought they had.
Good one.
So they all gave us the location, a garbled riddle, but I guess we know where to start. I can picture it now. Once I have Asalchus' knowledge, I will have nobles and merchants lining up outside my house. No, my mansion! Gal's got some big dreams. You gotta respect it. The earthing did say southwest, right? I will find the cave and meet you there. Quickly now. Oh, God.
See you around.
That was right where we came from. Yes, it is. It was just further southwest. Okay. Alright. Before she leaves, she says, I can't wait. Soon everyone will know my name and reputation. I will meet you there. I got a bad feeling she's going to meet Belsalchus and it's going to kill her. And then we're going to have to avenge her death. That's my guess. Alright, and we go back to Yunin, where we give them the research notes. My notes! I was worried my research was lost forever. Is that it? No, that's it. Alright, that's just an extra quest to turn in. And now we will turn in our main storyline quests. We'll just fly over the trees, make things a little easier. Okay, we'll turn in Baelgrim first while he's tending to the injured.
Require aid.
Collect as much of his ore as you can, which is what I did.
Conversation terminated.
He says, it is not much, but this ore should help stabilize the quarry. With Adelgon's help, we will be able to reclaim the quarry and its mines and establish a supply line with Dornegal.
We are the bedrock.
Alright, and Adelgon. This is the Fungarian chunks that we're giving to her for salve, and she says, you brought back more than I expected, thank you. Now I will make the poultice.
As you will.
Alright, and moving on to our next bit. The last thing I expected today was to see Baelgrim, much less receive his help, but I guess since the quarry was not damaged, he has no choice. I do not know how to complete this. It is only logical to accept it. Adelgon begins crushing the Fungarian flesh roughly in her stone hands. It becomes a masticated pulp disturbingly quickly. Here, mix this with mud and apply it to the injured. So we gotta heal the earthen in the area.
This poultice can mend even our stone bodies. Baelgrim, your help is appreciated.
You were right. I have been remiss in fulfilling my edict. Now the Corway lies in ruin. I need your help, Adelgon. Just like you needed mine.
I need Findorn and Tregor brought to the pool.
Okay, we need some other people brought to the pool, it sounded like he said. Yep, okay. Carry Findorn to the pool.
Good. Now for Ebona.
Ebona is...
She's fading.
My Stormrook can take her to Dornegal. Perhaps the healers there can help.
Pilgrim, thank you. The Unbound welcome all.
Edelgon praises Moira, Beldrum, and finally you. I thank you. It's been a long time since I've received help from Outlanders or the Oathsworn. And complete, and we get a weapon.
Heed the call of the eye.
Oh, here we go. Those were evil crows of some kind. We'll find out. Moira will tell us. Oh, they were flying Nerubians. Okay, that's what those were. All right, I should have known. All right, and Moira says, the Nerubians are attacking the Earthen again. We must follow that swarm. I fear we are outnumbered, but if the Earthen can come together and stand with us, we may just have a chance. Journey to the Presidium in the Isle of Dorne. All right, so the Presidium is our next stop for the
Take one of the
main
ramps,
quest line.
Pilgrim. It's no Stormrook, but it's faster than going on foot.
Take one of
I
the
have never ridden one, but how difficult can it... Whoa there!
I'll bring the Unbound to the Coreway. We'll meet you in Dornegal. Communication in... Oh, sorry. Hello.
Alright, so before we move on to the Proscenium, we will... I'm going to knock out this one last quest in the southwest. This is, oh yes, this is Baselcha, or whatever the hell that creature's name is. Aha, the entrance is over here. Oh, look at that! And there's Natalia.
Hello.
What took you so long? These raging elementals could have killed me. I mean, luckily they didn't see me, but you could have gotten here a bit faster. She lets out an annoyed sigh. Let me know when you're ready to enter the cave. And I say, after you. Alright, so let's take a look. So there are... Okay, I see some pillars. And she says, look at this place. Are these standing stones?
Hey there.
Look at the walls of this cave. Look at all these gems. I can't believe it. The story must be real. I am going to be so rich and influential and powerful. I need to sit down for a moment and catch my breath.
See you later.
And she says, according to the Earthen, we have to lure the spirit or disturb it or something. The 4 standing stones they mentioned have depleted elemental cores lying around them. There are igneous elementals outside and on the beach to the north. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Could you get me elemental cores? Just maybe a few. We're so close. Collect the core. Okay, so collect the cores and then give them to the stones. And each one of these stones looks like something different. Depicts the carvings of figures surrounded by mirrors. Person is adorned with many gems, more than they can carry. A stone depicting a carving of a figure standing tall and proud, pointing at a mountain. Many kneel under the cover of the shadows. And number 3, this standing stone depicts a carving of a figure with large eyes, looking at a large rock creature. The creature has gems embedded within them and around them, so that's probably the creature we need to slay soon here. This standing stone depicts a carving of a figure with many gems behind him. The figure's unusually long arms are reaching for more gems. Alright, so these are probably all carvings of the creature that we need to slay here pretty soon. And we just need to get some elemental cores. That's one. That's two. That's three. And four. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember this coast to come back to fish, and I will do that on non-recording videos. I'm not gonna make you guys just force you to just watch me fish. That's a side project to do for another time. All right. Now we're back in the cave, and we're gonna give these to Natalia.
See you around.
4 cores with 4 standing stones. I'm ready whenever you are. So. And this is alright, and looks like the reward for this is a jewel crafting recipe. Alright, so this is something that is specifically for the jewel crafters. I'm going to have to remember this when I come back on one of my jewel crafting tunes. Alright, let's go ahead and set the stones. A king of old, blinded by pride. He thought he could rule more than just his mortal subjects. Did you hear that? It must be Bastelchus. We've got its attention. Alright. And that's a mysterious, grindy voice that yells this. The same voice says, "The curse of never-ending desire brings mortals and creatures alike to their knees." Natalia says, "Haven't you heard? Greed is good, you old grouch. Let's keep going." Yeah, this gal's gonna die. This gal's gonna die. I know it. The voice says, "The self-consumed love for one's appearance hides the inner gem from sight." And she says, "What does that even mean?" So she's vain. She's vain. Doesn't understand that caring for your own appearance is a tribute to vanity. Coveting others' natural talents leads to stagnancy and self-ruin. I didn't come here for a lecture, and then Bastelchus appears. "Quick, subdue it!" But it says, "I do not wish to fight you. I am here to grant you your heart's desire." She says, "What? Really? That was easier than I thought." Huh, okay. Maybe we don't fight this thing then. Alright, it's rather odd. Okay, there's a chat bubble next to him, which I cannot use to speak to him right now, apparently. Alright, that was almost effortless, for me at least. Can you imagine what I can do with this knowledge? Can you imagine my name spoken in Stormwind, Gilneas, maybe even Orgrimmar? I will be able to do and achieve everything I wanted. Everyone will finally look up to me. I will have all the gold for all I can find and create. Yeah,
Have a good one.
Something's gonna happen. And she says, "I am ready, creature. Give me your knowledge." He says, "As you wish." And she's been made into a stone. And he says, "To know the gem, one must learn humility, patience, and nurturing, like the high mountains and deep caves that handle gems. You will remain in this form for many eons until your inner silent screams cease and the calmness of your mind guide your heart to the task. Only after thousands of years of this stillness will you learn the truth of the perfect gem, as I do. You will wait patiently, like the others before you." And he fades away. His gaze falls upon you as it returns to the earth. So, there is a lesson to be learned here. When all you want is riches and to be wealthy and have fame. You do not realize that these are not aspects that are true and good. And all of these stones are former people that wanted the same thing. And Basel just did it to all of them. So that's what these... Okay, so a figure standing tall and proud, pointing at a mountain. Many kneel under the cover of their shadows. This one depicts the carvings of a figure surrounded by mirrors. The person is adorned with many gems, more than they will ever need. While the reflections are smiling, the person is frowning. Aha! So he gives them their desire, but then forces them to live that way forever, trapped in stone, all alone forever. You know, it's like for anyone that has ever seen the horror movie The Wishmaster, early 90s horror film where a genie or a jinn comes to life in America, and he grants people one wish, but each time he grants the wish, it's always something that backfires, and in exchange, they have to give up their soul. And one person in particular, a young woman, comes to him and says, "I want to be beautiful forever." And he grants the wish and turns her into a mannequin. Will always look the same forever. So there you go. That's that. Let's go ahead and knock this one out right here. Crystallized bismuth. There's something else that I picked up there. Crystalline powder. All right, that's a new reagent. I'll have to keep that in mind for whenever we need that. All right, so that was the end of that quest line. And all right, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to cut it there for now. That will be the end of this video. The next one will knock out some of the side quests directly to the north and the east of Freywold Village. But for now, that's where we are on the story, and we will continue on next time. Thanks a lot, folks.